Okay, I'm starting to record now. Okay, so I'm going to jump in. So really quick, little bit of history about Bright by Text. So we actually started out as an in-home visitation program about 28 years ago here in the Metro Denver area in conjunction with our governor's office. We were called Bright Beginnings. And about 10 years ago, our leadership posed the question, how can we take all of this great information that we're providing in an in-home setting and marry that with some technology and be able to deliver that to parents and caregivers anywhere in the US. And so that's really where Bright by Text was born. And currently we are serving parents and children in all 50 states. So we're very excited about that. One of the reasons we chose text messaging is just other than face-to-face communication, it's the most engaging and successful method of communication that we have right now. Almost every text message is read. 95% of text messages are read and responded to within the first 3 minutes. And when you think about it, it's like, when don't you read your text messages? I mean, you don't know if it's your spouse or a child or a friend or even a business that you're waiting maybe for a package. So it's, other than face-to-face communication, it's the best way to get information through to families. And we've also found too that it's one of the most equitable ways to reach people, both across economics spectrums and urban-rural divides. Sometimes folks don't have connectivity. Maybe they don't have broadband internet or high-speed internet or access to computers, but they do have most every family has a smartphone. So how does it work? So there's various ways, lots of different ways that we can activate parents and caregivers to subscribe. One of the ways is that our community partners get what we call a keyword specific to their organization. So a parent, one way is they can text that word into the number 27448. They're going to be asked 3 questions: their baby's birth date or due date, their zip code, and if they prefer English or Spanish. And at that point, they are now subscribed and will start receiving the Bright by Text messaging. We've got web forms, there are QR codes. We provide a digital toolkit with posters and postcards and bookmarks, all sorts of things to help our partners promote their Bright by Text program. So once a parent is subscribed, they're going to receive on average, about 3 text messages a week based on their child's age. And in that message, there will be some actionable information. So if they just read the text message, they're going to get a little nugget or tip or resource that they can use. And then each of our text messages also include a landing page that is going to provide additional information. So if a parent is really interested in this topic, they can click there, get more information. Sometimes there's modeling videos. And then also there can be additional links if they want to dive even deeper into that subject. Everything that we do is in English and Spanish. So the text messages and the landing page information is as well. And we do write content at a 6th grade reading level to be as accessible as possible for any parent or caregiver. So what is the content? So there's 3 different types of messaging that goes out. So the first one we just talked about is, as soon as a parent signs up, they're going to start getting that age-based messaging. So it literally is delivered based on how many days old their child is. So it's going to be highly relevant, right in the, timely to what is happening in their child's development. You'll see there's about 10 different overarching topics that we cover. And inside those topics, we dive even deeper. So we really do pride ourselves on covering everything that a parent or caregiver is experiencing on their child's journey from prenatal through age 8 is what our content supports. Then our community partners come in and they're able to schedule local messages based on geography. So usually it's by county or by zip code. And that's going to be local resources on anything from local events, resources, diaper banks, library story times, whatever it might be that can help those parents and caregivers. And so that's where our community partners come in. So you're able to get your messaging out there. And then lastly, we have something called topic-based curriculum, which is if a parent, for instance, has a question on their child's speech development, we have one surrounding, it's called Talk. They can text that and they're going to get additional information on how to access resources, things to ask their pediatrician. We just launched one called Bond, which is about early relational health. And that supports parents that have newborns through age 1. And that is really around mental health support, not only for the caregiver, but also tips and resources on how to bond with your child, which has been a really hot topic these days. So we're super excited to have just launched that this year. So where does the content come from? So we have a full content team that creates the content, but we go out and we work directly with experts in a variety of fields. So again, because we're covering such a wide range of topics, we go directly to top experts. All of our content is written with their direction and support. So it's expert-led, evidence-based, and scientifically backed. For instance, that Bond program we just did, we worked with 5 different organizations to create that 6-month curriculum. So we definitely work with top folks. And this is just one slide of many that we work with. All right, so some use cases. So Jay had asked me previously, like, who else are we working with in particular in Illinois? So we are working with a couple of United Ways. The United Way of Lake County, they have a program called Success by 6 that is one of their big initiatives. And so they've brought Bright by Text in to be part of that. They activate subscribers in a variety of ways. They are promoting it on their website, social media, in their kindergarten calendar that they send out to all new kindergarten students, and also at community events. They will have a paper sign up where they'll ask folks if they would like to start receiving these parenting text messages. So currently they've got about 700 caregivers and parents subscribed, serving about just under 950 kiddos, meaning there's more than one kid signed up for some of these families. And I didn't mention that before, but yes, you can have multiple children. So you could be receiving different cadence of messages based on those kiddos' age. And we do have a way in our dashboard too, where you can check a box and see how many of your subscribers live in low-income zip codes, because that can show additional impact as well. And then here's 3 examples of some community messages that they're sending out, a wide variety of information that can help parents and caregivers. One is about 211, one's about a library free workshop, and another one about a free kindergarten program for kiddos. Another one is Fox Valley United Way. They have a program called Spark, which is very similar. It's again focusing on birth through age 5, getting those kiddos ready for school and life. They promote a variety of ways as well on their website, social media. And they're also talking with a labor and delivery unit where the nurses will have a lanyard with a QR code on it so that parents can just snap a shot of that QR code and then sign up for Bright by Text right there when they have a new baby. And then here's some sample messages as well. One is about their Spark summer play groups, a story time, and then also it looks like prenatal classes. All right, so wanted to show some real life examples of how folks are promoting Bright by Text. Here's just some website examples. The one on the right is an early learning hub. They have it at the top of their website, and they have a nice page that explains what Bright by Text is, and they can click a link and then fill out the form. When they fill out that form, that automatically subscribes them into the Bright by Text system. Looks like usually on the website, I always recommend just having the link or a QR code instead of having people text in, just because most people aren't going to go away from their computer, or even if they're on their phone, they might just want to click a link instead of just texting. But it's great to put it all different ways because people like to activate in different ways. But here's some more examples on websites. We also, folks put it on their social media all the time. Again, it's going to be an ongoing effort to activate subscribers. It's not a one and done type of situation. So you'll want to always be promoting it in a variety of ways. Some Instagram. And also I wanted to mention, and I'll show you a couple of examples here in a minute, but we do provide a toolkit Our client success team works with all of our partners to identify all the activation opportunities and train and onboard on the system. Also provide suggestions on what makes, great community messages. They even have templates to kind of help people craft their community messages. So there's lots of support from our team. It's not like you partner with us and then we're like, hey, see you later. We stand shoulder to shoulder with you because we want you to be super successful. And, our mission really is to help those kids thrive. And so, we're here to help you guys make your program a success. Our client success team also works usually with our folks as you get trained and onboarded, picking a launch date, like a go live date, and making it a big deal and making sure it's getting promoted out in the community right from the get-go. We've got sample press releases. Some organizations have been able to garner some media coverage about bringing this to their community. Another organization has added it to, they do a monthly drawing. So they have added it to the survey, and then folks can win a gift card. So there's lots. One thing that we do find is that any of our partners, they see the most build if you can somehow incorporate it into any kind of registration process or like a form that people are already filling out. It can just be a little question on there, and then you can take those folks, add them to a CSV file, and then upload those. So that's one of the ways. Same thing with community events, having people, enticing people to come visit your booth. Maybe you're doing a giveaway. Anybody who signs up for Bright by Text, they can fill out this a paper form, and then maybe be entered to win a bundle of books or something like that for their family. So that's another great way to help build your list. And actually, I think I have an example here of a paper sign up that we offer. Just some other marketing materials that we provide. So we will create a full digital toolkit that will include posters, postcards, bookmarks, I think sticker, graphic design, and also social media, like pre-crafted social media posts that you can use as well. And it'll all be customized to your keyword with the QR code on there as well that folks can just snap on their phones. QR codes are great these days. They used to not be so great because no one wanted to download a QR code reader and all of that, but now it's like right in most people's phones on their camera. So it's really highly accessible now. And then here's some examples: postcard front and back, bookmarks. All right. So that is all I have as far as the presentation goes. I'm going to go ahead and